So in operating an homestead, guys, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of thinking and planning. And it takes a lot of mistakes or doing things over again. Good morning, Country Marro here. This morning I'm just gonna be doing some backyard chore, just giving you guys an idea of what it is to be on an urban homestead with the amount of things that I have, just for you guys to be able to weigh what you think you can manage on a daily basis. It's all beautiful sometimes watching the internet and seeing people doing those beautiful homesteading lifestyle or urban backyard lifestyling. It's good to watch, but sometimes you really have to see the day-to-day aspect of what's going on a tiny urban homestead or even on a large homestead if you're looking to go that route. So when I get outside in the mornings, first thing I normally do is just walk around and check all the animals. Then I'll start feeding the chickens. They are the first ones I really tend to in the morning. For the chickens, it's not a everyday thing to feed them. I feed them once a week. Otherwise, it's sunflower seed and bean and all those things from the birds, which the chickens have to eat throughout the entire week. I've made a few changes under the greenhouse, guys. I've put some of the rabbits under here. I'm cutting back on the rabbits for now, so I'll be only keeping 4 rabbits. Down in this corner here, I removed the bench that I had, this seating area, and I put some rabbits in here. These rabbits that I have under the greenhouse, these are the ones that I'm going to keep. The remainder, I'm either going to sell them or send them to freezer camp. But whichever way, I'm only keeping these 4. These are 2 bucks, 2 doe, and I'll be keeping these maybe in the springtime. I go for a breeding or something, I'm not sure as yet. My catchment is not working as good as the one before, so I have to adjust and readjust it as I go along. With this setup for the rabbits, I think it's going to take less time in the mornings. So this is a much better setup that I have here than what I had in the aviary. And then the rabbits were just taking up too much of the bird space. Just like that, and we're done. This is also why I think rabbits are one of the best homestead or farm animals you could have. They don't take a lot. One of this with feed for the day and a little bit of grass. That's good enough for a fully mature rabbit. So in operating an homestead, guys, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of thinking and planning. And it takes a lot of mistakes or doing things over again. This here, this setup that I have here, the hutches that were in the conure aviary over on that side, those hutches were giving me a bit of a problem when it was time to clean and to get under them directly. I clean them on a daily basis, but then once per week I will go through with disinfectant and just wash everything down. It was a bit challenging to get behind those hutches. Now that I have these here, less hutches, more space and airflow through here. So if I'm just going to be keeping these two pairs of rabbit that I have here, whenever I breed, I'm just going to breed for the homestead purpose, for us to get meat to put on freezer camp. That's all. When these rabbits are about 4 or 5 years old, I'll rotate them, get a younger set and put in. So none of these are related, so I can continue with the breeding. So I'm good. If you're running a small urban homestead, one of the best farm animal to have on that homestead is rabbit. They're going to be giving you manure, that's fertilizer for your garden, urine, that is a natural pesticide, and also meat if needs be. These things are just a great small homesteading animal. They don't make any noise. The birds make more noise than them. The rabbits make no noise at all. Rabbits are just some very quiet animals. So they're good to have around if you have a small space like the backyard that I have here. This is the average backyard in Central Florida. Well, for now, they're getting much smaller. But if you have a small space like this and you need a farm animal, I think rabbit is the way to go. If you don't eat the meat, you can go with a single rabbit and a single cage. A single cage for the rabbit is maybe about $45 or $48. You can go with a single cage, put it on a stand, and there you go. You have your fertilizer, you have your urine as pesticide, and if needs be, you can get another rabbit and you can breed for meat purposes, just in case anything can happen tomorrow. We just don't know in this world that we're living in. If it wasn't for cleaning the cages on a daily basis, I wouldn't have to come out here every single day to look on these rabbits. You have feeding containers which you can put feed in, leave it alone, and the rabbits can eat for 2 to 3 days. I have a gravity water feeder over here. I'm going to take you guys in closer, and that's where I fill a 5-gallon bucket, and that will serve 4 rabbits for maybe 4 days or maybe a week when the time is cool. When the time is warmer, well, they're going to drink more and they're going to waste the water a bit more to cool down. So right here, let me just move the camera a bit back. Right here is one of the nipple system, and they just come and just suck on it, and there you go, water is coming to your rabbit. This is the new gravity feeder that I'm using. Had one over there which I used to use. This is another one that I'm using right here now for this set of rabbit on this side. So guys, this is a harvest from 3 days ago, and I still have things here that still haven't been used up in the house, especially cucumbers, and we're still harvesting cucumbers here. Still getting cucumbers, and 3 days ago when I went through, these were very tiny, maybe the size of my finger. You don't need a lot if you're working with like a family of 4 or even a family of 6. You really don't need a lot of space. When I say you don't need a lot, space I'm talking about. So for this aviary, it's going to just be conure, green cheek conure, and a few rabbits. It is much easier to deal with this way, and it helps me to get my morning work off very quickly. Here they are, green cheek conure. They're all living together, 17 of them. And normally they tell you that it's hard to get them this way when they're adult. You have to have them together from their babies so that they don't fight. But I just let them out and they're all good. So Just don't know what to say about that right now. So this is looking good. I'm keeping it this way. I'm just gonna be putting up more nesting boxes all the way around. So now I think I have 6. I'm gonna be putting in another 8 or 10 just for every pair to have a box so that they don't fight. Other than that, it's been 2 days now and we haven't had any form of fighting. Yes, a little bit of aggression here and there, dominance, but they're good. All 17 of them are doing well inside here. 47 minutes and I'm all done. The garden area here, this is the in-ground no-till. Here I don't really have a lot of work to do. I've already went ahead and added the timer sprinkler. So I have the sprinkler system right here for this entire garden over on this side. So this is just like a plant and leave alone garden. I'll take you guys deeper into this garden in the next video. For the cockatiel, I feed them twice a week because I use the bucket system and gravity water feeder for them also, so they're no stress. Most people, 99% of people, won't be having exotic birds on a homestead. This is just my choice. I've had birds all my life, so can't do without them really. For the parakeets, I've moved them to a new location in the garden. I need to go ahead now and peer them out and fill out all these cages, but other than that, they're looking quite okay. Chickens on this side doing well. I don't have a lot to do with the chickens. They're like a set and leave, also water, feed, and just leave them alone. More cucumbers here. You can see we have a whole lot right here, and I went ahead and got some this morning, so these are doing well. So that's it from Country Marro for this one. See you in the next one. God bless you all and cheers.